welcome to 300 Thoughts. So I mentioned the other day about bullying, I've been bullied, and I figured I'd talk about this some more because I feel like everyone as a kid got bullied at some point. That's just my thought, but I was probably the worst of the bunch. I was one of those picked last in gym class type of things. I remember having to actually like fight to keep my locker open as kids tried to slam my fingers on lockers, and having drinks poured on me. You know, like all the kind of movie tropes you do that like you see happen. Like that kind of stuff's happened to me. A couple fist fights. I actually got detention once for fighting back against a kid who was bullying me in school, and we ended up getting 1 day detention each. Didn't really learn anything besides that kid didn't bully me anymore, but that just stopped one kid. I had another kid who sucker punched me while we were trying to walk home, because I told you about the whole walking long distance home. Anyway, that's not what I was going to talk about. There was another story I was going to talk about, and that was also grade school. And one of the kids who used to like punch me and beat me, I was wearing corduroys, and I'd come home and there was something defective about the corduroys, like little plastic bits that like then caused bleeding on my leg. And so I was concerned, and I actually went to my parents because I wanted these little plastic bits on the corduroys to be fixed so that when I get punched and beaten, that my legs don't bleed, which was not the actual... The response I got from my parents was, why are you getting punched and beaten? But for me, that was kind of normal. Anyway, they decided then to address it with the school, and like, but my pants never got fixed. So those are my little stories about bullying. One thing I have learned, and it feels like it's odd, the things that people bully you on, they'll just choose any random thing. I remember even like high school, people would like shout at me as being a narc, and I'm like, that makes no sense to me, because I don't care if you do drugs or not, and if I was a person who cared, why would you want to interact with me to begin with? Anyway, one thing I have learned is kids get to the bullies, they don't care what they say. The best way is to disengage. Just ignore them. I know, even with online comments, people will find things, and if you immediately like strike back and say, no, I'm not, or get defensive, that just adds fuel to the flame. So just disengage or move in with whatever they're saying. Like, accept what they're saying and go, okay, so what's wrong with that? And then throw it back on them, because they're expecting you to be defensive. They're expecting you to fight back. So just don't. That's my my brief thought on how to handle bullying. No, how to handle domestic abuse, I don't have an answer for that, except get out of the situation. There you go. But that's a whole different kettle. And there's probably a correlation between the two, but we're not going there in this video. Have a good one. Thanks.